What is up, everybody? Thank you so much for checking out the Snoke Show. Remember, we have a huge giveaway coming up once we hit 1,000 subscribers. I'll be giving away a 6-tile plot in the USA valued for more than $300. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and enjoy. Hello, thank you everyone for joining the Snoke Show. Today we have special guest Tileless. Tileless, thank you so much for joining the show. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Snoke. I'm fine. I'm really happy to be here with you, and ready to have a very nice chat about Earth 2 with you, mate.
Awesome. Yeah, I think there's a lot of interesting stuff that's been happening lately, and there's definitely a lot to talk about. And I want to talk about, especially about your city, Zigurat City, if I pronounced that correctly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Awesome. So first of all, I just want to ask, like, when you first heard about Earth 2, how did you hear about it?
I think it was it was on Facebook. I have the feeling that I saw that ad like 2 or 3 times, but didn't pay much attention. And one day, all of a sudden, I just clicked on it, and I start. This happened on the 29th of December 2020. So I was lucky enough to get on board on 2020, and yeah, from the very first moment that I discovered the platform, I was all in. It was kind of because I had kind of a feeling of this metaverse thing, and I've been always thinking and dreaming and waiting for that moment to come. And yeah,
Definitely.
as soon as I discovered Earth 2, I thought it was what I had in mind. So that was the moment.
That is awesome. I know, there has been quite a few people who were lucky enough to get in early on, like late November or in December. Those were the best times to get in because you can get tiles
Yeah.
still at 10 cents a
Wow.
tile.
Wow. I would have loved to. That would have been so great, man. But at least I was early enough. Let's say.
Right. Definitely. Now, so when you first got in Earth 2, I mean, what was there a strategy that you had to purchase, or what was your plan on purchasing?
I like to see that moment because it was very different from what it is now.
Mm,
I think I got the first purchase like everyone. I got my own place, and my first purchase was a disaster because I got like 4 spots or 5 spots in my neighborhood, and I just made one purchase of it, and now I'm very careful to get many properties, so everything is separated, so I can do more stuff. But at that point, I didn't know that, so my first purchase was really bad. Then I started to see I knew that the platform was going to be for augmented reality and virtual reality, but I was seeing uh, my first strategy was more focused on augmented reality, so I started to
right.
get like roundabouts in my home city, and that was more or less my first purchases all around that, until the point I got to do a city. But yeah, at the beginning it was thinking about the augmented reality and doing roundabouts and places of high foot traffic.
So when you say augmented reality, do you think that's still something that could come in the future for Earth 2?
I hope so. As Shane just mentioned that he would love to be in Earth One, and he did kind of like this. Like he want people to feel Earth Two whenever being in Earth One. And I think I remember he did kind of a movement like he was looking through the phone. So yeah, I hope even though now I'm very much focused on virtual reality on our city, Zigurat City, but I hope we're gonna be able to use augmented reality too, because I can see other platforms that are already using augmented reality, and it's quite nice to go on the street and take out your phone and see creations from people. So I hope it's gonna be possible. Yeah.
Definitely. Now, do you think that it's going to even take a step further once we are able to start gathering resources? Do you think that that part is going to be in augmented reality as well? Like if you're on somebody's land, you can gather resources in AR. In AR.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, it could be really nice. I'm now I tested another platform which is
Mm-hmm.
called OVR, and they are already functioning on augmented reality, and they have kind of at the beginning you can hunt up to 5 treasures. So you go on the street and you look for the treasures. I think that it's a
Okay.
very nice point to get people to use your platform, and also to get other people to see people. You remember with this Pokemon Go thing,
Pokemon
everyone
Go.
was
Yep.
with their children looking for Pokemon. Then you get kind of a call response to from other people who see people using the platform, and they ask themselves what are that people doing, they because you see people on the streets with their phone, and that I think that
Definitely.
could be very nice for traffic in the platform and for usage, so people is using it not just at home, but whenever they are away or traveling or whatever, they will try to find stuff, and they will use the platform much more. So I think it would be really nice for Earth to do that kind of things and let us hunt for anything, resources or treasures, or I don't know, any kind of thing. I think that could be very, very nice.
Yeah, that I agree on that. And I think there's a whole wide of options, array of options that can happen, and we can only speculate right now until it actually
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
But I'm I'm glad you brought up the augmented reality part because I'm excited for it myself. And as you said with Pokemon Go, I play that all the time, and I love being able to change it to AR and seeing it in like a Charizard in my backyard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
uh,
very nice feeling. I was kind of of hype with that thing. I was every time I was going to walk for a walk with my dog, I
mhm.
was all the time with my phone trying to find treasures in this platform that I already mentioned. I didn't use Pokemon, but
Mhm.
but yeah, I can feel that is a very nice way of using one platform.
Definitely. So again, there's a lot of options that's going to happen out, and so I'm excited for it. Now, is there something specific that you hope for to come from Earth 2 in the future?
Oh, so many things. I couldn't list them all, but yes, so many things, so many things. This what we're talking. I see people saying one thing many times, and I like to explain my way of seeing something, which is why would you buy some landmark if the landmark is gonna be removed? For me, the answer to that question is augmented reality. Because why? If you don't have the let's say the Empire State, or let's go for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Um, how do you call that? The
The stadium.
the stadium.
Yep.
Why would you buy that stadium if that's gonna be wiped out? Well, whenever there's a match with Cleveland Cavaliers playing, it's going to be 50,000, 100,000 people watching that match. If you own that stadium, you will be able to maybe place some Coca-Cola or something. Sorry for the for the shout out to Coca-Cola, but you might be able to rent that space to some big brand, and then
Definitely.
all those people who will be using the augmented reality functionality of Earth 2 will be on the halftime, will be taking their phones out and checking what is going on that moment, because it will be kind of another channel for advertisement. So yeah, I wish this is going to be a possibility, and all the possibilities of the virtual world, which are endless.
Definitely. And it's funny that you say that because Earth 2 dev team did mention that they were going to be wiping pretty much all the buildings, but like you said, that still means that people in Earth 1 will still be going to those places.
Yes,
And
yes. So
I've talked to multiple people that
yeah,
said that they've had those places for that reason, for AR.
for sure. The important thing, you are not getting the place. You are getting the amount of people that will go to that place at some moment. So you will be able to do some crazy advertisement there and get a huge profit. That is what I think.
That is awesome. Now, when you say a profit, do you, um, I know we can get profit right now by buying and selling land. Are there any other specific ways that you think that we can collect profit off of this game?
When now?
Uh, in the future, like when you think that the game is completed, what are some of the ways that you think that the players can collect profit off of this game?
For example, if you, in my case, which I founded Zigurat City, it's a city that I took care about high density of users in a limited amount of space. So I want, let's to everybody to understand, I wanted my heat map to be hot. So whenever you look at the heat map, you see there's a lot of properties, a lot of different properties. What is that for me? That is traffic. It's the same as web traffic, but it's much more, because we own the infrastructure, then we own the roads. We will be able to place some mappies or some advertisement flags, or I don't know. It's kind of, I see many ways of advertising, but then whenever that when it comes to the infrastructure of a city, but then when it comes to the user side of things, then you can get your in a nice city, in a nice place, you can get your plot and build a nice shop, or build a nice club, or a nice platform, or a trading place, now that the cryptocurrencies are so used, and NFTs and everything. So I feel it's like for me, this platform has always been the new internet. So it's kind
Right.
of is the next thing. Is in how many ways can you make profit, or money, or connections, or get knowledge, or any other thing? In how many ways can you do that on the internet? You can do
Right.
that in unlimited ways, or a limited way. So now I could come up with many of them, but I'm sure that it's gonna be just the beginning, and everything is new here, and people will come with very nice ideas, and very creative ways of making not just profit, but, as I just said, connections, get knowledge, and many other things.
Definitely, and there are so many possibilities that can come from Earth 2, and I'm definitely excited about it. Now, I do understand you talked about Ziggurat City and how you talked a little bit about it. I actually want to talk a little bit more about it, because that I understand that's your mega city. And where is that located?
It's located in Dakla. It's in Western Sahara. Yeah, it's in a little peninsula. Why
So
it's in a? Sorry.
Oh, well, I'm just letting the viewers know that I actually have it on the screen right now. And so, as you said, it's a whole peninsula right there. And there, I see that there's many different districts, correct?
Yeah, yeah, that's it. We started with the city center, and from then we started to grow. The beginning was really nice because it got a lot of traction and a lot of attention from people. It went really quick, so we started to expand in the form of districts. And yeah, you have the city center, which was the beginning. Then you have you have four ends. So there's a road going to the north, another to the east, west, and south. And the expansion went to the south from the beginning. We did first of all we did the stadium district, which was planned for bigger uh, activities or plots with bigger needs. Kind of, if you want to do a paintball, for example, that is not possible to do in a 3 by 3.
Definitely.
Then that was the plan of the stadium district, like bigger plots for bigger activities which need bigger surfaces. After that, we went to the west. I don't know if you can maybe show the map here.
Um, I have the main map up right now, the where it shows the whole peninsula.
Could I see the show, or I'm not sure because now I'm seeing you. I don't see the actual show.
Right. Yeah. So on the on the show, they'll be able to see the actual map.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can see it.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay. I will open the map myself also, so I can explain a little bit better. Because now by heart, well, I know the city by heart, but I prefer to have it open. So please bear with me one little second, and I'll be right back. Here it is. Let's go. Just 1 second.
Yeah. So this is the whole map, the whole peninsula that is showing. It shows on the very top. That's the main city, correct?
Yeah, the bigger square is the city center, as you just said. I opened the wrong map. 1 second. Because this is something is crazy. Also, we had the help from Miha, which is very nice with us, providing us with some scripts with which we can see the map from with a zoom out. And but anytime I do a map with the new districts, 1 or 2 weeks later it's already out of date.
Oh yeah.
Because there are many districts coming and it's always crazy. So I just opened the wrong map. I just have here the correct one. As I was saying, yeah, we went to the south. We did the stadium district there. After that, we went more to the south. All of the developments have been going to the south. We are planning to go north somewhere, and we have other plans. But well, I prefer to not talk much about that because we are still seeing possibilities. After
Definitely.
the stadium district, we created the financial district, which is it has the financial avenue in the middle, and this place is gonna be focused on all financial activities on the internet, like I just said before, crypto exchanges, NFT galleries, and these kind of things. After that, we did the resources district. Uh, Many of those districts sometimes have one person in charge, which is normally one of our ministers. For example, the financial district is Bender. which is the financial minister. He studies economics and he's preparing plans for this district, which I can say now, but we have many things prepared. Then we have the resources district, which is gonna play a very important role whenever phase 2 is coming out. The person in charge of the resources district is X landlord, which is the guy ruling. He has his own Discord server, and he already had 5 resources district in different mega cities. We have a special mine plan, so we get ready whenever the time comes and we need some resources. We have that district which will be focusing, and we have a distribution network planned and everything. After that, we went south and we went more south with the art district. This will be focused for NFTs and all kind of and digital museums, which we are already preparing one of them in Unreal Engine, even if this platform is going to work with Unity, or at least that's what I think. We are already developing some stuff with Unreal, so people will be able to come to these museums, even if the platform is not yet ready. We are trying to do some things so people from the city can discover our places before the platform gets in. And then we have other 4 or 5 districts that I won't talk about all of them, but that's a very important moment. Another minister joined, which is Pavel. Pavel is our success minister, and he's the person behind all of that part. After the art district, he made very big investments on the city, and he did some very nice areas. For example, the Olympic Stadium, which is I think for now is the biggest stadium in the whole Earth too. I haven't seen a bigger stadium. Another user one night, who is Christian B. He did the Formula One racetrack, and
nice.
then we did this expo map, which is a tile by tile project, and we got to sell some crazy tiles there because the real Joker came in and got one of those tiles for a very large amount of money that I don't want to say. But also the Joker, well, there is a Joker pixel art in our lagoon, and a lot of things that well, I hope I explained a little bit overall. But there are many things happening, and new things every day, and it's just non-stop working and not stop developing, and it's been very, very fun. Sorry
Definitely.
for this long talk.
No, I appreciate you going into detail about it. I mean, Zigurat City is such a huge city, and such a thought out city on how just from the maps of it, each of the sections of Zigurat City. I love how you have the different districts, the prime ministers that you have for each of the districts, stuff like that. I mean, it's so very well thought out. And it's been awesome being able to talk to you about it, because I think that's going to be definitely a good mega city in the future. And if you haven't been a part of it, make sure you do. I'll drop a link in the description to the website, and also to their mega city in Earth 2 in the description as well, so you can check out. But that is, I think there's a lot to come from Earth 2, and I remember when you talked about the real Joker, that little Muriel in there. I wish I had a picture of it, but I'll drop a picture to that tile art as well in the description, so you can take a look at it. If you don't know who the real Joker is, he's someone who just kind of came in recently to Earth 2 and kind of disrupted. I shouldn't say disrupted, but he came in and made a lot of changes. He was buying properties at like outrageous prices. and some of the properties he bought were just like random, and why would he buy so much? But nobody really knows, and the Joker really doesn't have a plan, right? But
Well, now we're saying that those prices are crazy, but let's wait for 5 years.
oh, right.
Maybe that was a steal.
I agree. I think the way tile prices are going up. I mean, in the U.S., they're above $60 now. I think a tile.
But I sometimes I feel that the tile prices are just too low for places where it will be activity. We have this in Zigurat City. We were very, I don't know, I was going to say lucky, but I think the hard work can be seen by the people. Then comes the trust, and when people trust your project, they are willing to pay much more for one tile. So there's no way to get in the Zigurat City Center, or which is fully packed now, or even if you want to get some prime positions, some prime locations in our Olympic Stadium or the Formula One racetrack, people will not sell one tile for less than $10.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, the tile price is 140, but don't. It's not going to be possible for people to get for 140 in the city center. We've sold not one nor two. We've sold many tiles for $50 a tile. Well, the case of the Expo map is gone bananas because it's really crazy what people are willing to pay. But there's a project behind. It's going to be a really nice area, and people feel that. So yeah, the tile prices, I think in some places are just underrated, and that is what
I agree.
And that is what I think the real Joker thinks. he can get Machu Picchu for 20,000. Let's talk in 5 years time. What the possibilities and the profitability of that space. Maybe he just stole it to Willie Malik. Willie Malik already paid 1,700, so he knew that could be possible. And maybe some people said, yeah, Willie Malik is crazy. No, he's not crazy. He knew that somebody was gonna see that's value much more. So yeah, there's people thinking ahead of our time, and that's why they pay. I think the real Joker does have a plan.
I would love to be able to talk to him as well. But yeah, I love speculating on what he's going to do next. I know he's been kind of quiet lately, so we'll have to wait and see. But Tileless, I thank you so much for being on the show. I do have one last segment. It is called the Would You Rather segment. So I'm going to ask you a question real quick. What is your favorite drink?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola?
No, beer. Sorry, beer.
Beer.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I got crazy. I got crazy. Sorry.
Oh,
beer,
no worries. I love having a good beer right when I get off work, and just nice to be able to relax.
The only thing is that I don't drink on weekdays. So today's Thursday, and I just didn't think about beer. If it was Friday, I would have a beer instead of a coffee.
Right. So let me ask you this. Would you rather be able to drink beer whenever you want, but every time you drink it, you smell one of the worst smells you've ever smelt before? Or would you rather be able to drink beer and never have to smell any stinky smells again? But every time you drink the beer, it tastes like horrible.
Can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
Yeah.
I think I didn't get it. But if you are gonna get the beer out from me, the answer is clear. I will smell anything that I need to smell. No worries.
So it's either you can drink beer whenever you want, but you always will smell something horrible.
I drink beer. That's it.
Right. I would probably be the same because beer is definitely a nice way to relax and have fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Having it taste something like bad and where you don't want to drink it, you're like, well, that's kind of a bummer. So
I drink it and I try not to smell. That's
Right. Yep.
it. Or
All right.
I'll just place something on my
There
nose.
you go. Yeah, you know, like put
That,
some like Vicks vapor rub so you can.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, 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 totally. There's always
Awesome.
a solution.
There is. I like your way of thinking.
I
Well,
want to I want to say one thing that we were just talking before the show, and I think it's nice. We've been Many of us have been working endless hours in Earth 2, and sometimes we get to this question of where is this going? Is this going to end good? Is this going to end bad? And whenever you think about the possibility of this ending bad or not ending wherever we think is gonna end, I want to recall that we are getting many friends, many connections, and even if Earth 2 is not whatever we think it will be, I think we will all keep our connections with the people we are meeting is being really international. We are meeting people from all over the world, and that is wonderful. So I'm so happy that Earth 2 came to my life, and yeah, I'm so happy for it, and it's so nice.
you know, I couldn't have said it better. I agree 100%, especially worldwide. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, you're overseas, I'm overseas, so you know, two different parts of the world. We're still be able to communicate, and
Completely.
everybody that's involved in there too. You know, it's such a good group of people, and you are right. The connection we have with everybody is awesome. So, thank you again for bringing that up.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Well, Tileless, thank you so much for being on the show today. We had a lot to talk about. I'm so glad that we were able to talk about Zigurat City as well. I'm super excited for what's to come in Earth 2 in general and what Zigurat City has to bring, because there's so much thought and process into that city. And for everyone watching, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you also hit that subscribe button and wait out for the next video. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.